Good evening, Iwouldcampthat fans. This is Rita on another night of our Crowsnest Pass adventure. Tonight we are in the Livingstone public land use area that extends quite a ways into the county, and we managed to snag a good camping spot that's nice and level with no wind. I'm not even hiding behind the vehicle specifically, it's just there's no wind. Anyway, we had a bit of a rest day today. I was feeling a lot burnt out, honestly. So Dustin suggests that we just take it easy. So we did a little bit of tidying up around the vehicle. I'll show you some more, but in the meantime, let's get dinner going. Let's go. And no, I'm not using a cutting board. The less dishes we have to do afterwards, the better. And if you're wondering what this up here is, it's a combination lamp and bug zapper. I can't tell you how efficient the bug zapper is, but I haven't been bit by anything yet, so I hope it does well. It's USB charged. I almost forgot that I had it. We have a thermocell as well, but I did forget to charge that. So this guy will have to do. Alright, well that is cooking down. As promised, I'm going to show you what we did during our rest day. Come on around over the cab. So we did a bit of tidying up for the bench here. We changed our garbage because that was getting kind of full. Here's our water tank. The bag back here is some of our joint bathroom stuff, such as a big bottle of shampoo and such. Of course, down here is our propane tank, and then what's left of our kindling and starters are under there. I usually put this basin here ready for dishwashing. Oh, sorry. I guess the starters weren't there. So I usually have this basin here ready for dishwashing, and the most frequently used things, such as our most frequent forks, knives, and spoons, and our plates are here. Then, if you pop in over here, so I put a roll of paper towel up here, and I kind of fashioned a tie out of a plastic bag to keep it from unraveling. We have previous videos where you can see a roll of paper towel just slowly unraveling from that point for the duration of the whole trip. Not this time. Down here is the drinks cooler, which I've quickly reorganized so that you can just grab things quickly rather than discover that everything is caffeinated on top and you have to dig through to get to anything non-caffeinated at the bottom. Our one emergency blanket for the cab is neatly folded up here along with one of our bath towels in between the cooler and the fridge so that less things are moving and bumping around and wiggling. You can see the corner of the panels there. They always were there, but now they're sitting a bit more securely and flat and not threatening to bump around. You can see I tossed our coats over the heads of the chairs here so that rather than having to dig in this space all the way down here, our coats are actually accessible. When the camera bag is just being, for storage for the cameras and stuff and we're not actively using it, it usually sits right here so that we can grab it if we need to right away. I also cleared out our sensor console a little bit more so that it's more dedicated for stuff that we need right away, such as our charging cables, some multivitamins, some alcohol swabs, and then if we have some trail munchies, they go here as well rather than rattling around loose down here. And as you can see, we already have some charging cables and one drink is still there. Jackery is where it usually sits. I'll make sure that that gets covered up and out of sight before we call it a night tonight. Nothing is accidentally plugged in when it shouldn't. Dash cam is pulled. Jackery's pulled. Jackery's just powering the fridge right now. Nothing else. We want to conserve our battery power. And that's just my backpack. Pay no mind to my backpack. Okay, back to our stew. Looking good, but it's not really stew-like. Fear not, I kind of anticipated that would happen. So rather than adding just plain old water, I'm going to add a bit of salsa. It's a resealable container, unlike a can of some other tomato product that I might need to worry is too much for the dish. I just want enough to add some moisture and a bit of color. There we go, don't worry, I'll wipe the edge later. There we go, so just a bit more vegetable matter, a bit of moisture to kind of make it more into a actual stew, and just a tad of color. Okay, I think we're off to a good start. We'll add more tomato product if we need to, but I think for the time being, we'll let this guy just kind of sit and simmer. All right, I actually did add just a little bit more salsa just to kind of get enough stew that both of us can eat. I'm just gonna give it a quick taste test. I'm gonna make sure I get one of the little bean pieces in there and make sure everything's kind of cooked together nicely. Give me a minute, folks. I'm using a spatula instead of a spoon. That was a smart decision. Yeah, that's cooked through. There we go. I got one of the folding chairs out so I can just kind of sit and watch the pot simmer. So, as I was saying earlier, I was not having a great day. I've had a rough month of it, and finally coming on vacation mode, I thought I would feel relaxed, but I did not. I felt overwhelmed, like I didn't get to process this last month very well yet. But Dustin realized I wasn't having a good day and said, let's just take it easy. We can do a little bit of work around the truck, but otherwise, let's just take it easy. So sure enough, I showed you how we reorganized the bench. I reorganized the sleep space a little bit too, just, folded up blankets that we weren't using as much, put things back into their cubbies on the side, made sure the bed and the sleeping case is actually straight, because I was actually sleeping on the zipper seam for a little bit there. I said that my month was rough, but Dustin, like this whole last year, like this, the trip that we tried to do last year, this was his Everest to redo this trip and make it better. I mean, anything would be better than last year, really, but truly make it better. Do the to-do list that we wanted to do, enjoy ourselves, remember the details. His brain fog is one of the most frustrating things about his diagnosis. So for him to still be able to see that I was not having a good day and set aside his plans and say, let's have a rest day, I don't know who else can say that they've got a fiance, almost husband, who can do that for them. And I know I'm the one making dinner and doing the video right now, but I just love the guy so much, And I'm not just saying that because I'm feeding him and he does all the driving. Like, I love this guy a lot. I mean, I have the ring to prove it and everything, but he's just a great guy,
Oh, thanks, babe. This looks really good.
It's not as spicy as last time. Maybe you'll like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's more vegetable matter in there this time.
Yeah, it's really good, babe. Sorry, I know you were the one that was feeling kind of down and out earlier, then I got really tired all of a sudden.
Well, we've been out in the sun a lot. The wind was probably giving us headaches in the background, and you've been doing all the driving, so.
Well, are you feeling better now since earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still need to work through some of my stuff, but for today, yeah, I'm feeling good.
Well, that's good. No, rest days are important, and I mean, we got a few things done today, too, in that rest time as well.
Oh, for sure. If we have another rest day, I'm sure we'll find more things to do. I mean, I probably shouldn't wait until the back space is an absolute mess to clean it up. I'll try to do it more often.
Well, I try to do that too, but I mean, when you go on a bigger trip, I mean, it's just inevitable. It happens. Like, you do your best to put things back where they're supposed to go, but, sometimes you grab something in a hurry or like you're half asleep and you grab it and you put it somewhere and forget about it. But
oh, absolutely. Like that full bottle of shampoo that we had, and I didn't know we had it, so I bought a travel size one, so now we have lots of shampoo.
Yeah, there you go. I gotta keep these luscious locks looking beautiful.
And here we are in our slightly more organized back for the night. The beauty of one-pot meals is there's only one pot, a couple of spoons, and maybe one extra bowl to clean. Everything's been put away. And poor Dustin, he's been so tuckered out. I know we had a rest day, but I don't think it was restful enough for him, so he's already asleep. That's why I have the headlamp on. Sorry about the light quality. I don't want to blind y'all with my headlamp. I'm just kind of holding it off to the side here. So tomorrow the forecast is promising a lot of rain, but I assure you we're on gravel and grass, and the road on the way out here is a lot of gravel. You can hear ATVs are still buzzing around on there. We're gonna have a good rest. We're gonna let Dustin have plenty of rest. There were a couple small things he wanted to show you here in the back that we managed to fix up, but he fell asleep before I had a chance, and now we're out of light. So I'll remind him to show you in the morning. There's a couple other small things that we're hoping to do and show you our progress as we go. And then once we've kind of got everything squared away, we will continue with our adventures in the Crowsnest Pass. Have a good night, everyone.
Well, hello, everyone. We're pretty late into the morning here. I'm just in the Frank Slide Interpretive Center parking lot. Rita just wanted to run in. There's a couple of things that she saw when we were here last year that she would just wanted to see if she could pick up from the gift shop. I'm just hanging out in the back. And I'm just going to close the back here. It's getting pretty chilly. Supposed to be like non-stop rain today. Supposed to clear up tomorrow though. So today's probably going to be another downish day. Just doing a few things around the rig, spending time together, relaxing. Tomorrow we've got some exciting things planned, so definitely stay tuned for that. Also, hey, just wanted to say sorry about yesterday. Huge thanks to Rita for taking the lead on the video last night. I checked my blood sugar yesterday, and it was in a good range, but like the lowest range that I've ever had. Since I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes last year, I've made a whole bunch of very important life changes. I don't drink pop anymore. Even like the no sugar diet stuff, I don't like how it makes my gut feel. You know, I consider it a personal point of pride just giving that up. And so I've basically cut that out of my life. A lot of other things, trying to be better about carbs, hit or miss on that one. Like even some of like the diabetic friendly snacks, you know, I could be like editing videos and eating those and going, oh, I really loaded up on the carbs today. Should probably go to the gym or get out for a walk. But I'm also on medication as well too. That's helped to get my blood sugar down to a good level. But now that we're getting me down to like more normal levels, the way my dietitian explained it to me, because I've had like hypoglycemic symptoms where I've had it a few times now, where I'll get like really clammy, you know, can't really think straight, start to feel like a little like, oh, I don't feel good. It's happened to me a couple times at work too. And then of course, that's where your blood sugar's dipping a little low. But for me, because I'm adjusting to actually being like in a normal level again, it's a slow grind to get to the point where I can be in that normal level and actually feel good. And how my dietitian told me to do it is, she said, you know what, it's going to take you time to get used to being in the normal levels. So if you do get to a normal level and you start to feel that way, she's like, don't panic, don't beat yourself up. Just have something with some sugar, have a snack. You know, it's going to take time for you to get used to being in that level. But I am happy to say that the level that I had last night, like I was really tired and everything, I came in at a 5.8, and like a normal level for like a normal person without diabetes, I think is between like 4 and 6 mmol, whatever it is, math. But I came in at 5.8, and you know, other than feeling kind of tired and a little off and low energy, I felt fine. The last time I came in at like 5.9 and I was at work, I was like sweating profusely and like sipping orange juice and all that stuff. So anyways, sorry to go off on a whole tangent about that, but yeah, I was just feeling very low energy last night. Been absolutely loving the trip, been having a lot of fun. I just needed a good long sleep last night, and now I'm glad I did, because now I'm feeling great. I'm almost kind of like, I love a good rainy day in the rig, but I'm almost kind of sad that it's raining, because I feel like I could just get out and seize the day today, but I guess that'll be a tomorrow thing. So one thing I've noticed on this trip, maybe it happened earlier than that, and I'm just noticing it now, it's kind of bothering me, so we're going to do something about it, is this wire that feeds down to our fuse so that we have all our power and our lights and stuff back here. And of course, connects everything to the truck battery so that we have power feeding back here, has kind of popped out and been exposed. Wire itself doesn't appear to be damaged at all, but it's just popped out, hanging out, could get hooked by something, and it's kind of annoying me. So we're going to fix that. So I believe there used to be a little piece up here. You can see right there. I was keeping that in, and if there was, it's not there anymore. So what we're going to do is we're just going to feed this wire back in like so. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of electrical tape and just layer that over there just to kind of keep that in, keep it from hanging out, and offer it a little bit of protection. Oh, this tape has been through dirt and dust and a few winters, so hopefully it'll do the trick. Ah, there we go. All right. Okay, so just a very simple little bit of maintenance. So you can still see the wire feeding in, but it's got a nice little piece of electrical tape, just keeping it in there. I might put another layer over that as well too. And I mean, this tape is kind of old, so if it doesn't stick, I can just use some better stuff that we've got at home once we're done the trip. So another thing that we did, just very basic canopy maintenance. On Rita's side of the bed, Rita noticed that the rubber piece here was popping out, and that was causing some of the screen in turn to pop out. So what we did was very simple. We just made sure that we had the screen fitted back into the rubber piece, pushed it back in, and yeah, screen's looking good. The screen it's been subject to all kinds of abuse, from wind and hot and cold temperatures and getting bumped by us every now and then. And I know Sonny's been back here and swatted at bugs and stuff too, and that hasn't been good for the screen as well. And if we go over to my side, I believe I've shown this before, but Sonny got my screen really good the one time. One of the cons to camping with a cat, and they see anything that moves and they want to try to catch it or kill it dead, is part of my screen actually got wrecked. So I just put a piece of tape over it, and that's worked fine, because you don't want to have like skeeters having a big open hole in which they can get through. And it sounded like the rain's starting to come down pretty good, so I'm gonna pack my stuff up and get up to the cab. Then Rita and I will figure out where we're going to hang out and wait out the rain.